Welcome back guys. In this video I'll be testing InZOI on my Steam Deck running on SteamOS. It's an open world live simulation game developed by Proton Studio. Its gameplay is similar to Sims games. Deep character customization, building tool, managing relationships and career, fulfilling the needs of our character. Our created characters are called ZOIs who live out their lives in the simulated world. We as the players can manage their lives. Currently the game is in early access phase. Expect it to be in this phase for at least a year. New content and features will be added to the game over the course of time. In India it's priced at around Rs 2400 and in US it's priced at around $40, available on Steam Store. Expect the game's price to increase once the game is out of early access. The game offers 3 open world maps inspired by real world locations like California, America, Seoul, South Korea and Indonesian holiday destinations. It does not support any multiplayer mode. We cannot jump into the world of other players, but it does have a canvas mode. This mode allows us to share our created ZOIs with other players. We can even download the ZOIs created by other players. Unfortunately, the game does not come with Gamepad support, but you can use Steam input to get Steam Deck controls working. Out of the box, the mouse pointer will not work properly. You won't be able to select the highlighted options. This problem occurs on Steam Deck because the game does not run in full screen mode. The issue can be fixed by tweaking the game's configuration file. The game supports FSR 3.1 upscaler and frame generation, but for some reason these settings do not pop up on Steam Deck. Good thing is these settings can be enabled by tweaking the game's configuration file. Okay, first I'll show you the controller profile. Just tap on the controller icon here. Now tap on the bar below current button layout. Just go to community layouts. Press the X button to show all layouts. I'll be using this layout, Gamepad InZOI. Will be editing it, making a few tweaks. Apply layout. I'll just map shift keyboard key to L4 back grip button. It's required for sprinting, and map spacebar key to L5 back grip button. It's required to switch among the different ZOIs. Just tap on the bar next to L4. Tap on keyboard, from here select shift, tap on the bar next to L5, tap on keyboard, tap on spacebar. There you go. This is the layout. Delete key was already mapped to the face buttons. Now I'll just set the right trackpad behavior to mouse. And just select edit layout option. Go to trackpads. Select the bar next to right trackpad. Select as mouse. Select the bar next to right trackpad, click. Go to mouse. From here select let mouse click. I'll set the left trackpad behavior to D-pad buttons. Direction pad. I'll just map the keyboard keys 1, 2, 3 and 4 to the directional buttons. These keys correspond to the fast forward time, 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time. Keyboard 1, trackpad down 2, trackpad left 3, trackpad right 4. That's it, we are done here. For this game I'll be using Proton version 9-26 as the compatibility layer. I've set the UMA buffer size to 1 GB. This game consumes a lot of RAM. Don't want the game to run out of it, otherwise it will crash. Shaders will get compiled at startup, helps in reducing the stuttering. First shader compilation run will be longer than the subsequent runs. As you can see, game is not running in full screen mode. This is the problem. Within the game's menu, I'm trying to highlight options. When I press left mouse click, I'm unable to access the settings. See, this is the problem. Show you how to fix the issue. Black bars on left and right sides. Exit the game. We need to switch to SteamOS desktop mode. We need to edit the game's configuration file, which is present in the game's compile data folder. Name of the game's compile data folder is the same as the game's Steam ID. This ID will be exactly the same for all Steam users. You can find it via Proton tricks or just search for the game on Google. This is InZOI Steam ID 2456740. Now just open Dolphin File Explorer. Go to Home. You need to open .local folder. If this folder is not visible on your Steam Deck, just click on the hamburger icon here in the top right corner. Check the settings, show hidden files, .local, share, Steam apps folder. There it is. Open compare data folder. Look for the games compare data folder. There it is. Ends with 740. Open PFX folder. Open drive C folder. Open users folder. Open Steam user folder. Open app data folder. Open local folder. Open blue client folder. Open SAID folder. Open config folder. Open Windows folder. This is the final directory. Will be the same directory for everyone who is using the Steam version of InZOI. Just need to open game user settings.ini file. Here just look for a line name, Fullscreen. There it is. By default it's set to 0. So just replace the number 0 with 1. This will make the game run in full screen mode. Now the mouse pointer will work normally. Scroll down until you find FSR 3 value. You need to change this value from 0 to any numeric value to enable FSR upscaler. I'll just set it to 2. This corresponds to the performance preset of FSR upscaler. Value 3 corresponds to its balance preset and value 4 corresponds to its quality preset. 2. FSR 3 FI corresponds to FSR frame generation. First I'll run the game without frame generation. So I have set it to false. It's the default value. Click on save, close. If you want to reset the settings, just delete this ini file, game user settings. It will be generated automatically when you run the game next time. Play. We are in. Here the black bars from the sides are gone now. Game is running in full screen mode and I'm able to select the options. See, graphics setting, display mode set to windowed full screen. Leave it as this. Dynamic resolution off. Uncap the FPS, VSync off, depth of field and motion blur disabled. Ray tracing off, very important. By default it is enabled on Steam Deck for some reason, don't know why. Ray tracing object set to fallback, mesh, can't disable it. Occlusion method, just set it to off. Using the very low preset. Anti-aliasing mode set to TA. This TA anti-aliasing causes some ghosting. You can switch to FXAA. This will resolve the ghosting, but it will make the game world look very pixelated. I'll quickly highlight this issue. Just apply FXAA. We disable TA. Just observe the cat's fur. So much noise is produced around it. Mesh textures are looking pixelated. TA fixes these artifacts but produces some ghosting around the character models. Anti-aliasing set to TA. Apply. There is a ray tracing setting at the end. Unfortunately we cannot disable it. Make sure you have set it to very low. Ray tracing quality. On low end PCs it's recommended to disable autosave feature. Just click on gameplay here. Enable autosave off. Help in improving the performance. Sometimes autosave can cause the game to crash. I disabled it. I'll also enable edge scrolling. This is optional. Just go to control. Edge scrolling set to on. Now I'll show you the character creation. Select new game. I'll just select from any of the ZOI presets. Save time. So many presets are available. Change the gender male. Apply. I'll select this one. Give your character a name. Select a trait for them. I'll select adventurer. Yeah, we are done here. So many customization options are available, but I am in a hurry. Outfit, body, face, accessories. Just remove the specs. Eyewear. There's the remove icon. UI elements are small in size. Male character, I'll add another family member. Female character, select from the available ZOI presets, go with this one, apply, name her anything you want, last name, select a trait for her, socialite, description has been provided, pursues success and highly values social recognition, select trait, complete, select the relationship, roommate, create family. I need to select the open world location. I'll select Bliss Bay, American City. This is the lot. I'll buy a property here close to the beach. Again, the text is very small, difficult to read. 8 beachfront drive, 40,000 in-game currency will be spent. We are in. The game is paused. My ZOIs, 2 of them. This is the property that I purchased. Need to build a house. Just wanted to highlight the ghosting around the character model. I'll just zoom in, move the camera, observe the character model. Here there is some ghosting. TA causes this ghosting. See, around the character's shoulders. Shouldn't be easily observable when viewing the character from a far off distance. Change the camera perspective by pressing the Alt key, which is Steam Deck's R5 backrib button. And this is the top down view. As you can see, press the R5 backrib button again, over the shoulder view. I'll just unpause the game, press the up left trackpad button. There you go. Beach, sprint, zoom out a bit. FSR scaler produces this texture shimmering effect. FPS can be a bit variable. Prepare to cap the FPS at 40 for a more stable experience on Steam Deck. Texture shimmering on the railings, fine textures. Switch to the other ZOI. Press the L5 backrib button. Zoom in, rotating the camera. There's the open world. You can see the other ZOIs as well. It's a big map. We can interact with the other ZOI. That guy was in a hurry. This guy almost ran over me. Hitting the GPU bottleneck here. Look at that CPU load, 80 to 90%. I'll just zoom out now, show you the scale of this map. Edge scrolling is enabled. When you are moving the camera around quickly to highlight the open world game elements, game will stutter a lot, just like this. As expected, you can see the open world elements getting loaded up. So many activities going on in the background. See, going through the houses, everything is loading up. Stability is an issue on Steam Deck. When I was testing the game, it kept crashing after about 40 to 45 minutes of gameplay. It's highly recommended to save the game from time to time. Now I'll construct the home. Back to my property. Select build mode from here. Property presets, I'll select the second one. Place the house and install. It has 2 rooms. Go back, resume the game. Took the shortcut, saved so much time. And just select go home option. There it is. Fast forward time. 4 times. See, I press the right left trackpad button. A house. Enter. Normal speed. Normalize the FPS. Make some food. There's the fridge. Increase the speed 4 times. As I was interacting with the computer, select pancakes. Okay, now I'll show you how to enable FSR frame generation. Go back to the directory where the game user settings.ini file is present. Open this file. Scroll down until you find this line, FSR3FI. By default it's set to false. Just set it to true. This will enable FSR frame generation. Click on save, close. We are ready to run the game. We are in. Make sure you have uncapped the FPS, performance QM settings. Disable frame limit and allow terrain settings on. Enable manual GPU clock speed setting as well. Set the clock speed to 1400 MHz. Dex processor can draw up to 15 watts of power. This power is shared between the CPU and the GPU. If the CPU draws too much of power, GPU's performance will tank. In-game settings, they are left as it is. Still don't have FSR frame generation setting available in the games menu. Very low preset. We are in. There's our character. I'm in the open world. Check out the FPS now. 60 to 70. Can observe the added amount of smoothness. It's very easy to verify whether FSR frame generation is working or not. When I move the camera around, you can see a screen tearing like effect around the left and right edges of the display. So this is how you get FSR frame generation working in InZOI. Moving around the open world. Go back to my house. Press the left mouse click. Go home. Sprint. FPS will be a bit variable. So the game is playable on Steam Deck. Not the ideal experience though. Game is in early access phase. Expect its performance to improve in the future. Switch my character. Inside the house the game should not stutter much, as you can see. Switch to shoulder view. Zoomed in. So smooth. Yeah, the icon above my ZOI will flicker. Let me just zoom in. This is due to FSR frame generation. See the white icon here? You can see some ghosting around it when I move the camera in complete circles. So that's it with the video guys. I hope you find it useful. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.